LCS influencers have been raving over whether or not changing LCS to best of threes would be good or bad for the viewership.
I don't think that's going to help viewership because you'll probably have entire days that people just decide to skip.
Good old Travis Gafford, as I saw, is on his recent crusade of like, please don't bring LCS, best of threes to LCS. And I think that this is crazy.
And they're missing the most important detail. The format is not what's going to save the LCS viewership. In 2015, the LCS sold out Madison Square Garden with the same format of best of ones, and yet for some reason, viewership is barely a fraction of that. 2018 had the same format. Why is the viewership better? 2016 had best of threes, while tool streaming wasn't the solution. We still had better viewership. If you want to fix viewership, why don't you, I don't know, market better? I'm based in Maryland. I have never once on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, I've never once seen a video of Blabber, who is also from Maryland, by the way. When Blabber makes it to finals, why isn't Riot pushing that? Why isn't Riot posting ads, activating Maryland fans to come watch our boy in finals? Last finals was in New Jersey. I saw nothing telling me to go or relating to the player or teams, like nothing. You think showing a League of Legends player who doesn't watch LCS a picture to come buy tickets now is gonna make them interested? Instead of going, hey New York, your boy Dokla is here. He's just like you, born and raised in the Bronx. See what New Yorkers are up to and see how they're gonna play on the biggest stage. He's not from New York, I don't know where he's from, but he's just an example. They just don't activate with their fans. The problem with LCS viewership isn't the format, but the marketing. So stop pretending that the format is the key viewership factor. If it was marketed better, like CB Law, LCK, or LPL, then people would watch it despite the format. When you're talking about format, you talk about two things: competitive integrity, is it fair, right? Making sure the format is fair, and fan satisfaction. And best of threes are objectively the better format for fans and players.
Which means that instead of every team playing each other twice in a split, they're going to only play each other once. I think a lot of people won't like that because teams tend to change strength over the course of the split.
Okay, that is an argument. You can make it, but it's not about does this cut your viewership, does this triple your viewership or not, right? So let's stop pretending that the LCS has to be single or double round robin, or even this format at all. We can debate the format, right? Watching a team play once a week, but 2 to 3 games that day, instead of watching them play for 30 minutes and then having to wait for another day. It just is. But there are other formats out there. That's where the debate should be. And I get it. You might argue that viewership on the days where Immortals plays Dignitas will be worse than 100 Thieves versus C9. But the average viewership in general will stay the same. And if people aren't watching IMT versus Dignitas, then IMT and Dig need to step up their social media and marketing game. Another thing I don't understand. AI is supposed to replace us all, and all of these companies are just investing in them. But for some reason, they can't invest in their social media when it's straight up the #1 place to market throughout the year. Stop pretending the viewership is dependent on the format. Format has very, very, very little to do with it as compared to, I don't know, actual marketing efforts. We had 20 days of no LCS, which is another discussion entirely, and the LCS came out with 1 new piece of content. In total they had 5 because the 2 episodes of Pros and 2 episodes of Dive, which are regularly scheduled, but we got 1 video of Smolder gameplay in a game with like 2 minutes of Tomo talking about it. And okay, if you want to count shorts, ooh, they came out with 3 shorts in 20 days, by the way. Why do you think people will watch the LCS based on best of ones or best of threes when this is the situation? You are not marketing the LCS. That's a completely separate issue. The LCS product is so much better in the last 2 years. The games are way more exciting. We have live patches, there's all these things, but no one knows about it because you aren't showing it to people. Are you for real? You spent 2 years in a kitchen cooking a 5-star gourmet meal and then you put it in the fridge and wondering why the guests didn't go and eat from it? You didn't show it to them, you didn't tell them about it. How are they supposed to know? It's the same thing, you got to market. I'm not even talking about paid advertisement, literally just organic reach on Facebook, TikTok, etc. Pepsi, a giant company that everyone on earth knows about, still runs ad and organic content. Why do you think they do that? Because it's fun? Because they're hip and cool? No, because that's how you build a brand. Come on, this is marketing 101. I'm not even gonna go into paid advertising and optimizing for that, and all that stuff is just a whole other topic. Literally, just show people reasons to watch the LCS. Okay, and the worst freaking argument, which Travis doesn't make, I'm not trying to say this comes from Travis or anything, is they don't have the resources, they just went through a bunch of layoffs argument. Whew. Are you actually trolling me? You're complaining people aren't watching your league, and you keep investing resources into the league, and you do nothing to make people want to watch it. And then you have the audacity to say you don't have resources for literally the most important part. Where are you putting the resources then? And how are there any more important things than getting people to watch the games, which is the whole model through which the LCS is running on? So please, por favor, teba, I can say it in many languages, stop bringing up viewership whenever we say we want best of threes, because there are ways of doing it and they just have nothing to do with each other. You can do it closer to the LEC format, a single round robin, best of twos, whatever it is. It's just because fans want to watch more games, me included. Will it affect viewership? Marginally, yes, but that's not the point. Don't come here and tell me that my electricity bill is $700 a month, so I'm gonna stop using my nightlight in hopes of bringing it back down to $100 like the good old days in 2015. Like, don't you think that's unreasonable? Aren't you looking in the wrong spot? You really should maybe, I don't know, examine why the bill is so high. And I guarantee it's not because of the nightlight. So LCS, your viewership is not sinking because you have best of ones. And it won't die if you move to best of threes. But it will continue going down if you don't examine your marketing strategy. And I don't know, crazy idea, but maybe market the LCS? And just so I'm being fair, they actually have started marketing the league more. I'm sure we can all agree that it's insufficient and the teams should also market better. And there's a lot of work to be done, but please stop thinking we can't have best of threes because viewership. What? Those are two different topics of discussion, and trying to weave them in just doesn't make sense when you actually sit down and think about it. Oh, and let's go Shopify. Thanks for watching that video. I had intended on making a much longer video talking about many different things, including best of three versus best of one, and sort of like the argument that the LCS or people are making. But with like the Travis video and people responding to it, I just kind of had to say something instead of waiting, 2 months from now. But yeah, if you enjoyed, let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know, maybe there's something I'm missing that I don't see. But I mean, my argument is out there for you guys. So let me know, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.